Hey everyone! So I decided to come in from my semi-retirement because I am stoked about the new Shannon Cuddle Center that Linda's has. If you've been following me and watching me all these years, you know I love cuddle. And I especially love Shannon Cuddle because of the way it holds up through the use and tear and wear and all the fun stuff that we do and our kids do with it. And I brought quilts in that I have made over the years to show you how well it holds up, because there's quilts from Corey and Ryan and they've been washed over and over again, and it just shows you how well the cuddle holds up. So I wanted to make sure I brought you guys in. I showed you all the different cuddle that we have. We have over 250 SKUs now. So even when I was sitting at home and I was like, they have to see this. They have to see all this cuddle. I love cuddle. You got to see it. So I want to start off with one of my favorite things that I used to make, and I still make them because they're super easy. As I took 2 of the Luxe Cuddle and I just did 2 yards of it, and I just picked colors that I really liked. And really this was super simple. I kind of did like the envelope style, like if you're making a pillowcase, and I just flipped it and then stitched it all the way around the edges and then pulled it out, stitched the end, and I literally just have a 2-sided blanket / whole cloth quilt in a way. But I didn't have to do any quilting on the inside. So this was like a quick and easy throw over the couch when it got cold in the winter. I didn't really have time to quilt it yet, so I just stitched it together, and it actually became one of my favorite easy fast gifts as well to do. And I actually got this idea from one of the Shannon Fabrics blankets that I saw. I'm like, oh, they didn't quilt it, but it looks great. So this is just one. The other ones are quilted, but I wanted to show you a really easy one. So again, I just took 2 yards of the Luxe, and this thing has been washed over and over again, and I wanted to show you how awesome it still looks. This is the white, probably think natural or snow or something, and then the wine color looking. But you can literally pick any of the colors that we carry and then do something this simple, this fast. I want to say this took me less than an hour to put together, and it was quick and easy to throw over the couch, especially it covers us in the winter time. And then I made a smaller one as a baby gift just to have really quick. So you definitely want to jump on and get you some cuddle. And what's awesome about being semi-retired and coming back is I'm like, yeah, you got to give me a code so I can give them to purchase to get discounts off. So I'm going to put the code right down here. It's going to be Diana10, really simple code. And it'll give you 10% off anything online, actually your whole shopping cart. So throw some cuddle in there for sure. All right, so that's the first one. The second one is, if you've been following us for a while, then you've seen this quilt, and this is the one that I made for Ryan because Ryan's a pilot. So I wanted to show you the difference between having cotton on the front. So we've got the cotton, and then he loves Luxe because he's a texture kid, and I love texture too, so I can't say anything about that. And then the black Luxe on the back. And I want to say I probably did about 1.5 to 2 yards on this one, and just used the leftover for another project I'll show you. Well, I wanted to show you, this one has been probably washed more than any of the ones because, you know, he's a boy. And it just holds up. The softness and the texture is still there, right? And I just can't believe how well the Shannon Cuddle holds up, because if you've used other, say Minky in the past, maybe from some other discount stores, they don't hold up as well. They kind of matte some after so many washes. That's what I really, and so I tested that method with the Shannon Cuddle before I even talked about the Cuddle years ago, and it just held up so well. And this is total proof of the pudding because, again, a boy, constantly washing this at least, I think I've washed this at least 15 times already, and it still holds up, and it's still super, super soft. And it stitches out really well too. I mean, we get a lot of questions about how will it stitch out. You might be able to see a little bit, and I'll try to zoom in. But it stitches out really good on there. And all I do when I'm doing a cuddle blanket / cuddle quilt, so this was kind of like a blanket because it wasn't quilted, this is a quilt, is I put a thin layer of usually Thermore in there, or say like our cotton poly blend that we have now, just to kind of stabilize it, kind of keep it all together when it's being quilted, whether you're doing it on a long arm or you're doing it on a sit down machine. It just helps kind of stabilize it and keep it from shifting so much when you're doing those things, is what I found. Everybody has their own way of doing it. Then I wanted to show you, we carry the cuddle kits too. So remember, now we have over 250 SKUs, so we have a lot of their cuddle kits. Actually, we probably have all of them now. And so this is a cuddle kit that Corey actually made. I couldn't find my blue one, so I got to borrow his. And you can see how they kind of give you the idea of, they kind of put all the colors together for you, give you the yardage that you need so you're not getting any extra yardage that you don't really need. And then you get to come out with a really cool blanket. So I'm going to show you the kits in just a second, but I wanted to show you one put together. So we have that. And then what I like, this one also has been washed over and over again because Corey loves this. It was at his house. I made him let me borrow it for a few days. You actually get to see the beautiful quilting designs on the back when you use Cuddle. Corey loves to put these on the back of quilts if the customer wants it and is okay with it, just because it shows the design, the quilting design, so well. So you have the softness. This is the regular Cuddle 3. So this is going to be the Cuddle 390. So this, again, you want to see the pattern stitched out, you want to go with Cuddle 3 dash or the leaf one that I'll show you. If you're not really worried about seeing the design stitched out, and you really want the texture, you would go with like the Luxe 90, and then we also have 60, and I can't wait to show you all the 60s we have now too. So many different designs. So let me grab some kits to show you really quick, and then we'll go from there. All right, I grabbed some kits so that I can show you. I don't have all of them here on the table, but they're all on our website, lindis.com. Again, anything that you purchase from watching this video, you can use my code Diana10, get an extra 10% off. Whatever the prices are already is, you get that additional 10% off. So you really can't beat that, right? Okay, so this one's called Bunny Honey. And what I want to do is show you like how everything is included in one box. So you have everything that you need. It tells you the size, it tells you all the different seams, but it also has really good instructions on the inside of it as well. Here's another one. This is a newer one. I haven't seen this one. Called Giddy Up. Oh, this is a cute horse one. So this one's 38 by 58. This one was 28 by 37. And it just tells you everything that you need. And it gives you all the fabric, like everything that you need. So if you want to, like, you're like, hey, I really want to make a cuddle blanket, but I don't want to get a bunch of yardage because I'm not sure what I would do with the rest of it, but I'm going to give you a hint to what you can do with the rest of it in a few minutes. But I'm just not, you know, you're like, oh, I don't want to waste any of that. I'm just not sure if I'll do it again, but I really want to try it once. Grab a kit, because the kit's really, it already has everything pre-cut for you, the size that you need. Then you can turn around and design it your own way, cut it up a little bit if you want to do the pattern a little bit differently, but it gives you the exact yardage that you need and not much extra. Gives you a little bit extra just in case. Here's another one. These are really cute baby gifts. I've actually made a couple of these. We made one on the domestic sewing machine just by stitching them together, and then so it's kind of like a quilt as you go type of thing. And then on the long arm, we did the same thing. We have videos on this on the channel, and you're just stitching the seams together and putting them down as you go. So then the quilt was basically all that had to be done after the fact was just to be bound. So that you can make these kits and make them really fast. Here's called Make a Splash, another fun one. Again, all these are on the website. I was just giving you an idea. Deja Mu, kind of a cow one, 27 by 27. Again, all the cute patterns in there. So these are the bigger ones, kind of like the one that I showed you that Corey had made. And this one's called Silver Jubilee. We have multiple colors in these. These are like 58 by 68, so it's a perfect throw size. So like if you're sitting on the couch, on the recliner, and you just want to have something over you, watching TV or by the fireplace, throw it over the back of a chair. These are a great size just to kind of cover your kind of whole body and snuggle up in. So we have this one is one of them. We have this one, which is really close to what Corey has, what I showed you. A little bit different because it's got mooses on it. And then I love this one because, you know, I come from a military family. So Home of the Brave, and it's got a really awesome eagle pattern in there, and then red, white, and blue. In fact, I'm going to bring it up to you and show you kind of really close on this one. Well, look. These are just some of the fun kits that Lindis carries in our Shannon Cuddle Center. We have a lot more than this. This was just kind of give you a little taste. Again, they're over on the website. So now I want to take you through all the cuddle. I'm going to go down the aisle so you can kind of see all the different 90s we have, the 60s we carry now, the printed cuddle that we carry, There's just so much in the store. So if you're in the area, you should definitely come in and check it all out and grab some stuff while you're here. If you're not close enough and you can't get to us, we're online and at lindas.com, and we have all the different ones. The colors are there. You can see them. You can almost taste it and touch it and feel it just by how great the pictures are. If you're not sure how to put some of this stuff together, go over to our YouTube channel. We have multiple videos over the years on how to use Cuddle and how to put the kits together. But without further ado, let's go check out all the new stuff we have. All right, I'm going to start off with the natural colors over here. And then they have the natural, and then you're going to find, you'll see dots and leaves, some of the textured stuff that's out there now. So fun. So you might see some of that texture. See those leaves? Look how cool. It just gives a little bit of dimension on the back, not a huge dimension, just a small texture, just in case you want to feel a little bit of that texture, but you don't want the luxe type. And we have some dots here, and we'll go a little bit closer, and you'll see kind of the dash. When we start going by the dashes, it's called dash. Now everything I'm showing you right now is the 90 wide, and you'll see we have just about every single color. And these that I'm showing you are considered more of the texture design ones. And then I'll go over and show you the Luxe and the Cuddle 3. We have every single shade. You would find your match for sure. Just gonna slowly walk down. All these beautiful blues. So as you're seeing, every color we have on this side, it has a leaf, a color in it. So like the blues, the whites, the grays, there's all colors that have that texture. And it's kind of like a pattern leaf. And if you're thinking, oh, what kind of quilting pattern would I put on the back with that? You'd kind of do like a curvy, swirly type of pattern. And then it would just blend in perfectly with the leaves. All right, so now I'm over here and I'm going to show you the smooth Cuddle 3 different colors. Then we'll go over, and since we're here, we're going to look at the same coordinating colors up at what they call the hide, which is a 60 wide. So if you're not quite need a 90 wide, we've got 60 wide, which is called hide. So then we got these fun colors here. We have so many colors, you guys, now. I remember when we started selling Cuddle, we only probably had 15 colors maybe. And then our SKUs grew a little bit, and then we ended up like probably with 30. I think maybe we got to about 50, and then last year we added a couple more. And now we're officially a Shannon Cuddle Center because we have so many for you to choose from. So if you're wanting that soft texture on the back of that quilt, sewing project, I even have pillows made out of this stuff. So basically bought a pillow form, then used my leftover Cuddle, because you know I don't want to waste it. I made it into a pillowcase. Now I'm going to show you some of the 60 printed. There's some awesome prints. Like, can you imagine just putting that on the back of one of your quilts? Just do a cotton quilt top and then put this on the back. The texture is super smooth and soft. Here's some more of the 60. Look at how pretty. I love, love, love those blenders like that. Again, now we're back down to the 90. 90's on the bottom, and we have 60 on top here, just for storage purposes and display. Look at that. Those 60s could go back on the Quilt of Valor quilts. You know, we all love some texture and softness and comfort. Can you imagine that on the back of a Quilt of Valor and how soft that would feel for someone? We got some nature, ladybugs, birds, princesses. Back down to the 90. Over here. You'll have to tell me in the comments like what your favorite one was. And even if you have multiple ones, definitely let me see that. Show you some more 90s, and then I'll show you the Luxe, which is an 80. Look at that, holiday ones. I spy gnomes. Corey loves gnomes. Got some more here. Some of those are like with the quilt patterns already on the back. So maybe you just want to put a solid piece of cuddle on the front and then use that on, well, back and forth. You know, it doesn't matter which one is your side of your front of your back. And then you've already got a pattern. You didn't even have to piece it. Those are 60. Some more 90, and now we're going to show you the Luxe. And this is where a lot of my quilts were made out of, is the Luxe. Let me scoot over here. And it's because I needed that 80 wide. So this is where I got the 2 yards of fabric and then just did front and back. This is what's on the back of Ryan's quilt as well. All those colors. And again, because it's 80 wide, so I didn't have to piece anything. Alrighty, and then I'm going to show you 2 more colors. All of our awesome 45s too. So if you didn't know we had 45s, we have a lot, and you can use that discount code on it. And last but not least, those 2, because we ran out of space because we had so much. So I want to show you one more thing. I want to show you something that when we have what we call remnants, which would be end of bolt, you know, in the sewing crafting world, we actually put them here, and then we put them online so that you can purchase remnants at a discount. Now, when I say remnants, these are still really good sized pieces. So there's 7/8 of a yard, sometimes you'll see 2/3. Every once in a while, you'll see a little bit over a yard on the cuddle. But I want to show you kind of what I did with all my leftover pieces. So whether you purchase some remnants, leftovers here, or you have leftover pieces, they do not have to go to waste. I actually did a full video on it too. All right, let's check that out. All right, so I've showed you the new Cuddle, Shannon Cuddle store, all the different SKUs we have here, over 250 SKUs. You can find them all on the website, lyndas.com. You can come in the store, check them out, feel them, touch them, watch some of our videos that we've had on YouTube on how to put them together. Whatever you decide, add it to the cart, get the sale prices that are already there, and then get that additional 10% off by using my code, Diana10. If you want me to continue like showing you new product when it comes in, I'd be happy to come in through my little semi-retirement every once in a while when stuff comes in, and then show you the different fabrics. You can tell me by using my code, because then they can kind of do a little report and say, yeah, people actually like it, they want to see more. So that one I'll be, okay, let me come in and show them more stuff. So again, use that Diana10. Okay, last but not least, and I know I've said that a few times, if you've been watching us for a while, you saw me do a scrappy minky quilt. And I just took all the leftover pieces that I had, because I didn't want to waste any of it. And I actually just made a whole quilt. This has become one of my favorite throws. You can see all the different colors. So I tried to use some coordinating colors, obviously, that would match. And I just cut them up into strips. And then pieced them together. And then on the back, of course, because I love Luxe, I put some black Luxe on the back. I used the 80 wide. Didn't have to piece it at all on the back. Just pieced the pieces together on the front. And this sits on me like I cover myself. I'm watching TV, and this is my cover. And you can ask the kids, like anytime they're watching me watch TV, this is the one I have on me. And it's because it's just the perfect size. I just used leftover pieces because I didn't want to waste any of the cuddle that you have. Because you know, cuddle does cost a little bit more than normal cotton fabric. So you don't want to waste it. You don't have to. You can piece it. Make pillows, make blankets, make scarves. We've made scarves before. So jump over and get some. Try it out if you haven't. If it scares you, because sometimes people tell me that it kind of scares because of the way it shifts and the way you piece it together, or maybe it's because it's messy. It's all worth it, right? Yeah, you want to use a walking foot when you're piecing it. You want to make sure it's going to shift more than cotton fabric, but just take your time with it. At the end of the day, when you finish it, you're going to love that piece. Yeah, it is messy when you cut it. I just use a little vacuum, and you'll see it in the video. Like, you just clean it up with a vacuum, and then before you know it, it's all gone, and we call it cuddle dust, and you don't see it anymore. But yet for years and years and years, you get to cuddle up, which I love. That's why they call it cuddle, probably. You get to cuddle up in the softness and just be cozy. because at the end of the day, when it's all stitched together, it doesn't come apart anymore. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you enjoy the tour of the new Shannon Cuddle store here at Linda's. Jump over to the website, check it all out. You're going to find some amazing, fun colors to choose from. See you next time. Bye.